Take note. But for those recovering from COVID, contracting the virus has meant many of them have found it difficult to get back to the gym.
Well, to help us get back on the post-COVID treadmill, fitness educator Delvin Clark joins us. Delvin, good morning. I mean, we all know once you've been off a workout for a period of time, it is very hard to get that motivation back.
Even if it's 20 years.
Well, exercise, everybody should have an exercise regime within their life. Even after COVID now, a lot of people are still recovering from that mental trauma of what happened, and people have their own opinions about that. But I personally think everybody should have fitness as part of their lifestyle every single day.
What do we mean by fitness, though? Because I think what puts a lot of people off is like going back to the gym or going to a gym in the first place. Do we need to sort of move away from that mindset and just think, well, it's about sort of aerobic activity wherever you do it?
I mean, to be quite honest, I think it's more about you just getting out of your house, walking, maybe jogging, enjoying some free time with some friends, and get them involved as well, because fitness is a very social thing. The gym isn't the only place you can work out. You can work out with your friends in the park, going for a walk, as I said, and gyms are helpful, and some of them are quite expensive, but I will always say just make fitness part of your natural lifestyle. So going out of the house, walking the dog, walking with friends, that too is very important as far as fitness is concerned.
You know, I've always, not laughed at, but I've always sort of found it quite funny that people jump in their cars, drive to the gym and then sit on a bicycle machine. And I've often thought, you don't need to pay all that money. You could just either hop on your bike or go for a run, because exercise can be free. So, I mean, it's available to all, whether it's running up and down the stairs inside your house, doing a few sit-ups or skipping in the garden. People shouldn't be deterred by the big price tags of some of the big expensive gyms.
That's right. Well, you know, the gyms themselves, they're more of a social element. I mean, the mental side of fitness is you going out, seeing friends, sitting down, drinking coffee, or just training next to them in the gym. So it isn't just about going there to exercise. It's more of a mental thing, seeing friends and being social. So that part of fitness is very important as well. I mean, walking the dog, walking with your friends in the park, that too is obviously important. But the gym element, you're meeting people you don't see every day, and it's away from your normal habitat. So for me, gyms are helpful in that way, as well as their fitness exercises.
I mean, it seems a bit strange to say in a way, Delvin, but I mean, one of the problems with gyms is that they're full of people who look great. And if you don't look great and you're trying to make yourself healthier, that can be very off-putting.
Yes, it can. I mean, for some people, they're underweight or overweight. They do feel sometimes intimidated by people who do exercise almost every day. But don't let that be a problem. I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere. So hopefully, in people's now mindset, they won't feel intimidated or too embarrassed about how they look going to a gym, because really and truly, that's the place really where you want to get fit. That's the real place, because you meet other people who are trying to do the same as you, and sometimes how you look is very, very important, yes, but mentally is more important. So for me, just going to the gym, being in that environment helps a lot. So the intimidation factor doesn't come in as much when you do it frequently.
And Delvin, you know, the pandemic really shone a light on the importance and I suppose the link between health and fitness. You know, we were really badly affected in the early stages compared to many other Western countries because we have such a high obesity rate in this country. In fact, the Prime Minister, after he was ill, came out, didn't he? And he said it was going to be a big priority, was to try and encourage people to make sure they got their exercise. Do you think that message has got lost along the way? Do we need to remember how absolutely key it is to be fit, to stave off things like viruses?
Well, to be quite honest, I think a lot of people now, after Christmas, obviously with what's happened, I think they've now realised how important fitness is. It depends on what kind of social element that you're in yourself. The people I'm hanging out with or people I speak to, they all realise how important fitness is. And so do my participants in my classes. My daughter and I, we're teaching now at a fitness centre, and our classes are very, very popular. And so it depends on what kind of social circles you're in. But I do feel a lot of people now are realising how important fitness is in their lives now, regardless of what happened through the pandemic.